I'm here, but fuck me. If looks could kill, and I needed to pick someone to kill someone with just looks, damn. Tammy has that fucking look, man. Oh my god. But ladies and gentlemen, let's see what the fuck is going on here. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another edition of Moving Mad. Now, with that being said, this video is titled Tammy Sees a New Therapist. And just the name of therapist alone and the title tells me exactly why Tammy is looking like she's ready to slaughter someone that isn't food for once. Yes, I said it. But anyway, with that being said though, let's proceed and see what the hell is happening. But of course, let's give a shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel. Now with that being said, let's get down to...
Tammy, how do you feel when you eat? You look like you're scowling at me.
You look like you're scowling at me. Sorry. Let's proceed.
Like you don't want to be here. How are you feeling right now, Tammy? I don't know what that means.
I don't talk about it.
Okay.
You see, this is the problem with Tammy, right? Everything is attitude orientated in a negative way. It is never attitude orientated in the right way or the positive way. It's always like, you know what? I don't know you. I don't want to know you. So you know what? I'm not even going to give you my time of day. I'm not even going to conversate with you. I'm just going to be difficult because that's what I do. And that is her biggest problem. But anyway, let's proceed.
I do need you to kind of answer some questions for me, okay?
I haven't.
Okay. I'm not saying you haven't. I'm just saying I need you to be a little bit more cooperative if that's possible, okay?
I'm not comfortable. I'm not going to talk.
Well, a lot of times when I deal with individuals who have some type of an addiction, often it's because they're struggling with something internally, and that's the best coping that they can find at that time. Maybe you've used food to kind of cope with some stuff that you're struggling with.
You see, this is the issue though, I think that we're going to have here. Obviously, we don't know what the therapist is going to say right now, but off the whim, their whole family, food has been everything. And we can definitely agree and say food has definitely been a tool of coping, you know what I mean? Without a shadow of a fucking doubt. But at the same time though, food is all they know, which is a problem. And you know what the crazy thing is about Tammy is that her family has done nothing really and truly to really help her in the right way, and they've done nothing really and truly to help themselves, because every scene that you see with the family together is always food. Haven't you ever noticed that? Like the only time we don't see food is when they're in different scenes. But when the family's in together, barbecue time! Anyway, let's just see what else the therapist has got to say, because clearly she's going to say something better than me, but let's proceed.
My first impression is that Tammy is very reserved. My goals for Tammy is for her to accept, validate, acknowledge her reasons for eating more than what she should. She knows the reasons, but she's afraid to tell me. She's afraid to tell herself the reasons. Tammy?
You know, I'm going to assume, I'm going to jump off the whim here and say that with Tammy, fear is definitely a fact. She's definitely afraid. The question is, what's she afraid of? And I feel like she's afraid of maybe lack of support. Maybe she's afraid of maybe a certain level of backlash. She could be afraid of anything. It really differs on what she could be afraid of, right? But for me personally, as I watch Tammy, you know, time in and time out, it seems to me she's just afraid that if she opens up, she still won't get the support that she wants. And she's afraid that people aren't going to understand, because she always uses the term people just don't understand. With Tessa, she just doesn't understand. It's always doesn't understand. And working with children, you know, you learn to nitpick what they're saying, because you have to... Children are never going to tell you something directly, okay? You have to ask them a series of questions for them to get to where you want them to get. And sometimes there's always a reference, and the reference is that repetition. Tammy's reference has always been, you don't understand. And that is the problem, because the problem is what do we not understand? And when she speaks about that, she's not telling us what we don't understand, you know? She's telling us what we already know, and that is that she needs to lose weight for herself, that we know that her mobility isn't at its best. We know these things, but what we need to know is the core. But Tammy is a child. So you have to nitpick her and break her down as if she's a child, you know? I could tell you some stories of how I was able to get around figuring out or getting kids to open up with certain things, but that is here or there if you dig what I'm saying. But anyway, let's proceed.
I mean, in general, how's your mood?
I try to stay positive. And
Okay.
only when I'm not feeling good or
Yeah.
hurting real bad is
Gotcha, okay.
when I start getting snappy.
Okay. How about becoming easily annoyed or irritable?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you laughing?
That's good.
Because it's true?
Probably.
Okay. So what are some weaknesses? Some things that you can kind of work on?
Confidence.
Confidence. Do you struggle a lot with that? Yeah, okay.
I mean, to be fair, if we talk about confidence, confidence is definitely a factor within the family and definitely a factor for herself because look at it this way. Even though we know that her choices in men or partners is not great at all, we know that she's always wanting to latch onto them and always wanting to even go back a step in terms of compromising her health even more for the purposes of keeping that guy around, because her having a guy is a form of confidence booster because she's like, well, at least someone will have me. I mean, she's definitely aware that these people who are in her life, these men, are definitely with her for clout. She's not blind to that in any kind of way, in my opinion. She's more than happy to have him because she's like, well, if clout is what I can offer for you to be around me and spend some time with me and get a little bit of a kiss and a cuddle, well, you know what? I guess I'll do it because this is my life. And let's not forget though, she has a whole life of bullying. You know, and because she's been bullied as well, seeking and receiving attention in any kind of format for her is, I guess it is what it is. I'll just take what I can because if I don't take this, when am I going to get other comfort? And also, let's not forget though, when you look at her family, everybody else is bulled up. Everyone else has got a partner and they've got children. They've started something. She's the one that is still there and hasn't started nothing. So the confidence levels must be just very low, and then seeing everyone else must be so demoralizing. I kind of feel for her at this moment in time. I think it's because she's in therapy, so you know we're seeing a sudden light to her that you know a sympathy level has to be there if that makes sense. But anyway, let's proceed.
Are you nervous that people are going to judge you? And
Oh yeah,
okay.
I do anyways. I mean, I do care what people think, but then again, I really don't. At the end of the day, what matters is what I think and my boyfriend, so.
That's a great attitude, but sometimes it's harder to kind of practice
Believe
that,
it,
right?
yes.
Yeah, excellent. Okay.
That's what I'm working on is believing.
Okay.
That, you know, I am cuter, I am prettier.
Yeah.
Just believing it.
Okay. Believing in yourself, yeah. That's
You know what though, and her having a partner is what's going to help her believe that. But the only problem is that she's got partners who aren't with her because of these elements. You know what I mean? Despite the fact that I believe that she may know that her having a partner is still more than enough for her to proceed with them, you know, just so she can have a outside source make her feel like she is pretty, she is this, she is that, you know. And you know, she needs to work on it by herself. She has to feel it without an approval from everyone else, because again, the question came up and the answer came up here about I'm afraid of people judging me, but at the same time that I'm not. So there's a battle that she's having here. It's about how do we balance this battle. That makes no sense. How do we balance the battle? Did that make yeah? Let's proceed.
really hard work, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. What is your goal?
Get down to 550 so I'm on weight loss surgery.
Okay. Is that something that you think you could probably do it, or you're like, gosh, that's a huge mountain. I'm not sure I could climb.
I can do it.
You can do it. Okay. I'm not hearing a lot of confidence in that.
You see, this is the thing. You're never really going to hear confidence in Tammy when it comes to weight loss or a lot of things. You know, it's not just about the weight loss, okay? It's just that there is nothing in her life that she can feel confident about, you know? Even when she even mentions having a boyfriend, she never mentions it with like, yeah, man, I got a boyfriend. Yeah, man, listen, we was having a conversation. She doesn't ever deliver anything with confidence. Everything that she delivers is, I got this. It's because in her mind, it's probably going to run away anyway. Probably going to fuck up anyway. My whole life, all I've ever done is fuck up. All I've ever done is not get things right, not complete shit. So what now? So it's whatever. You see what I'm saying? So, but hey, we can only wish things can maybe get better for her, you know, in some kind of way. in terms of mentally, because the mental battle is where she is weakest the most. And I mean, listen, we can talk about her weight and all that, but her mental battle is obviously the core, everything. Once she can start to conquer the mental battle is when things can start to go up. Hey, that is until further notice, isn't it now? But nonetheless, though, you guys let me know what you think, though. I mean, I think it's great that she had a therapist, you know what I mean? But you guys let me know what you're thinking at this moment in time when we talk about it. But with that being said, though, we are done and we are out. Peace.